Good morning, grade 9s, and welcome to lesson 4. So this one's going to be a weird one because we're covering the whole of topic 7 this week. But for this lesson, we're going to do page 89 to 92, and then page 96 and 97. The rusting section in the middle, that's going to be next lesson. So don't worry about that for now. So we're doing reactions of metals with oxygen. So some metals react with oxygen during burning. This process is called combustion. Combustion is usually a rapid reaction. So as soon as your metal is exposed to oxygen, it'll have a reaction. Whether it's a white flame, an orange flame, a spark, it'll be very quick. It produces heat. Think of a fire, heat and light. When a substance reacts with oxygen, the reaction is called oxidation. Oxidation. A new compound called an oxide is formed. So if you have a metal and oxygen forming, you have a metal oxide. So if an oxide is formed when you are reacting with oxygen, and we are using metal, we have metal plus oxygen gives us our metal oxide. So then you have a table on page 90. I summarize it a little bit in your notes for you. You just need to learn off by heart what reaction sodium, potassium, calcium, zinc, and copper have to oxygen and what it makes. Don't worry, there's no stress, there's no rush. It's just nice for when they ask more like a case study in your exam or test, and they want to know how sodium burns when reacting with oxygen. So reaction of iron and oxygen. Iron plus oxygen gives us iron oxide because it's a metal reacting with oxygen. So Fe plus O2 gives us Fe2O3. So, and then we have our balanced equation, which you can look there. Reactions of magnesium with oxygen. Magnesium and oxygen gives us magnesium oxide because magnesium is our metal and oxide is because we're reacting with oxygen. So Mg plus O2 gives us MgO. And then we have our balanced equation there. So we'll skip rusting until our next lesson and go on to reactions of non-metals with oxygen. Now this is very similar. It's instead of a metal oxide, it's a non-metal oxide. So we're still working with oxygen, so we still get an oxide. But now we're not working with a metal, we're working with a non-metal. So non-metal plus oxygen gives us our non-metal oxide. A reaction of carbon with oxygen, carbon and oxygen gives us carbon dioxide. C plus O2 gives us CO2. A reaction of sulfur with oxygen, sulfur plus oxygen gives us sulfur dioxide. S plus O2, it gives us SO2. Those are already balanced equations. So remember, dioxide, we have 2 of our oxygens. So that's what where our di comes from. We did that in previous lessons. So it's still oxide, but now we have 2 oxygens, so it's di, 2 oxide, oxygens, dioxide. Now, I need you guys to please do topic 7 revision for me for the week. But for now, I need you to do, let me just have a look. The revisions for today, and then I'll send the activities on the group just to make sure which ones and make sure I get the right ones for you. But the revision will be needed, but just wait for your rusting lesson unless you want to get started already and do what you can and skip the rusting stuff, and we'll go back to when our lesson is done if you want to get a head start. But it was a short lesson because it was a very simple section. Rusting will be a little bit more complicated, but don't stress. It's just a bit of big words, but we'll sort it out and simplify it. Otherwise, please message me if you need help, and have an amazing day. Thank you.